Hello, my dear students. Welcome again and good morning to all students. I hope you all are fine at your own place with the blessings of Almighty and also following the rules of lockdown. In economics, first of all, I will explain the meaning of lockdown. Lockdown is a man-made calamity. Other man-made calamities are strikes, agitation, financial crisis, wars, riots. This will cause social and economic costs, especially for the poor class and middle class. Here I am Rakesh. Today I will start new topic named 4 sectors of the economy. Number 2, inter-sector flows. Number 3, circular flow of income. Under the chapter some basic concept of macroeconomics, the chapter number 2. Dear students, from the macro point of view, economy is divided into 4 sectors, namely number 1, household sector, number 2, producer sector, number 3, government sector, and number 4, the external sector. Now I will explain one by one the meaning and the working in this sector. Under household sector, it includes consumers, goods and services. Households are also known as owners of factor of production. Now note carefully, factor of production, land, labor, capital and entrepreneur skill. So number 2, producer sector. It includes all producing units, means firms, in the economy for the production of goods and services with the help of factors of production. Now number 3, government sector. Government is a welfare agency. Government performs such welfare functions which is not possible in household sector, in producer sector. Neither household sector nor producer sector can perform welfare functions. Government performs such welfare functions as law and order and defense, securities of the boundary of the country. Number 4, external sector. It includes activities such as export and import of goods and flow of capital between the domestic economy and the rest of the world. Now I will explain intersectoral flow. First of all, I will explain intersectoral dependence. Intersectoral dependence with the help of example. For example, each sector of the economy depends on each other. People from household sector depends on the producer sector for supply of goods. On the other hand, producer cannot do on its own everything. So producer depends on household sector for the study of factor of production. For the supply of factor of production. Government depends on producer sectors and household sectors for its tax and non-tax revenue. Producer and households depends on the government for administrative services, law and order, and defense for the protection of boundary of the country. So all the sectors are interdependent on each other. Hence, I can conclude producer needs labor, house needs goods and services. On the other hand, government needs revenue to do social and economic welfare. Producer and household totally depends on government as they need efficient administrative skill, law and order, and defense. So intersectoral dependence leads to intersectoral flow. It is of two types in economics: real flow in the form of goods and services, money flows in the form of money in the exchange of goods and services among different sectors of the economy. Dear students, next concept is circular flow of income. Students, note it carefully. In every economy, three activities never stops. Once again I repeat, in every economy, three activities never stops. Number one, production of goods and services. Number two, generation of income in terms of rent, interest, profit, wages, etc. And number three, expenditure in terms of consumption expenditure and investment expenditure. So these three things are known as phases, PHASES, phases of production is equal to income is equal to expenditure, is also known as triple identity, or in other words, in economic words, I can say value addition is equal to income, generation is equal to expenditure. So circular flow model in a two-sector economy will be explained in assignment which is given to you. Now next concept is circular flow of income, or other name is circular flow of money. There are three phases of circular flow of income. First one, phase PHASE, phase of production, phase of income generation, phase of expenditure or disposition. Now I will explain phase of production. Production refers to value addition. I'll give the example. For example, when a wood worth rupees 1 lakh is converted into furniture worth rupees 1,50,000, so value addition is 50,000. Phase of income generation, for providing factor services to producers, the household sector get factor payment. For example, rent, interest, profit, wages from producer. From the viewpoint of these three things, from the viewpoint of household sector, these are factor income. So we can simply say one who pay, producer, is called factor income. One who receive, household sector, is called factor income, and one who pay is called factor payment. Once again I repeat, one who pay, producer is called factor payments. Rent, interest, profit, wages. On the other hand, from the viewpoint of household, rent, interest, profit, wages are received by the household sector and these are called factor incomes. So, students, value addition converted into factor income. This is the conclusion. Now the next generation is phase of income generation. This phase is also known as phase of distribution. For providing phase of distribution, this phase is also known as phase of income generation. For providing their factor services to the producer, the households get factor payments as rent for land, interest for capital, wages, salaries for labor, and profit for entrepreneurship. These factor payments are known as factor incomes. From the viewpoint of households, this is known as circular flow of generation of income. Or we can conclude on the basis of this, value addition is converted into factor income. Now third phase is phase of expenditure. Here, when households purchases the final goods, then there is consumption expenditure. On the other hand, when producer buy final goods, when producer purchases final goods, then there is investment expenditure. So, consumption expenditure and investment expenditure generates the demand for goods and services in the economy. This generates non-stop flow of production of goods and services. Each flow keeps chasing the other flow. That is why it is known as circular flow. Hence, I can say there is a triple identity in economics. Production is equal to income generated is equal to expenditure, but expenditure in terms of consumption expenditure and investment expenditure. Here I will explain some observation of this model in two sector economy. Number one, factor payment by firms is equal to value addition by the firms. Number two, total production of goods and services by firms is equal to total expenditure on goods and services by the household sector. And third observation is value addition is equal to income generated is equal to expenditure on goods and services. Now I will explain assumption of this model in two sector economy. There are only two sectors in the economy, that is households and producers. Number two, households spend their entire income so that there is no saving. This is known as closed economy. It implies there is no export and import with the rest of the world. Next number, there is no government intervention in the domestic economy, or there is no government in the domestic economy. Now the question arises about closed economy and open economy. So students, you must clear the meaning of closed economy and open economy. Closed economy is the one which does not have economic relations with the rest of the world. There are no exports and imports of goods and services. On the other hand, open economy is one which has economic relations with the rest of the world. So keep it in mind, these are important. Now next, significance of this model or significance of circular flow model. It is important because of the following reasons. Number one, estimation of national income, which is very important. Number two, knowledge of intersectoral interdependence. Number three, knowledge of leakage and injections. Leakages is equal to savings. Injections implies investment. For example, at present, government, in this situation, government is spending a huge amount of money, that expenditure from savings. So, this is the end of the chapter 2, named some basic concepts of macroeconomics. Now, once again, I will conclude the chapter overview. What we learned, meaning of circular flow of income. What we learned today, meaning of circular flow of income. Number 2, phases of circular flow of income. Next, types of circular flow, that is real flow and money flow. Circular flow of income in two-sector economy, and importance of the study of circular flow of income models. Income model explained in the assignment one by one, which is given to you as a PDF file. So here I am closing the chapter number 2, the end of the chapter number 2. I hope you all will put your maximum efforts. If you have any problem, you must contact me. That will be given in the assignment. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.